Alrighty, hey guys, AnimeWestReacts here. We're going to be reacting to One Piece, chapter 1145, chapter starting off with a color page of the Straw Hats, because the anime is returned, or was returning when this chapter was, just come out. So we got all the Straw Hats seeing, Gear 5 Luffy on TV screens, and they're all just kind of sitting back and relaxing. Alright, chapter is The Blaze and Branch 8's Force number 2. We got Ulti in page 1, having been saved by Yamato. Pepe is still alive. Okay, says there's fighting in the realm of the dead too. So we got Goldberg and the shield. Here comes Nash. This is what? He says, wait. And so yeah, Goldberg blocks it with the shield, which seems to just grow. Interesting. So yeah, Goldberg blocks this giant, I guess it's a Needhog. Oh, alrighty, I'm back. So yeah, got Zoro and Sanji combo move to defeat, doing power shoot. So yeah, cutting through this monster. I say this thing looks edible. It's big even by giant standards. Groggysaurus, so it's not one of the other monsters, is what Goldberg says. The Groggysaurus is super tasty. They've got a thick layer of fat under the skin, so prep takes a while, but simmer it in booze and it's fantastic. Sanji says, we didn't bring any alcohol though, and Goldberg says, the hunter's cabin is stocked with all cooking ingredients we'll need. Let's grab some herbs on the way back. Herbs, whichever one. Yeah, Zoro says, never mind that. What is this thing? Is a devil fruit responsible? And Goldberg says, it came to life after my old man clashed with Big Mom. And so they say, Big Mom? And he's like, so it's just like Zeus, huh? They say, what? You know Zeus? He's a high-ranking homie. Yeah. So, yeah, he's our navigator's lackey now. They're like, what? And yeah, they're elsewhere, it shows. They say God's Knights. God's Knights, and, yeah, Wheeze, that's right. They came here. Government officials, you're saying they did this to you. So, yeah, Loki telling everyone about the God's Knights. He says, you got it. Hardin says, all your rampaging overseas must have made you some enemies. He says, don't be stupid. Says, I'd already be the king of the world if I'd gone far enough to cross paths with guys like that. And yeah, Levi says, world government knights. And someone says, hey. And yeah, Goldberg and them are back. Says, we got one. Says, it's huge. They say Groggysauruses are super nutritious. Zero's like, I took it down. Yeah, and Sanji says, it was incredible. You look like a head of broccoli sailing gloriously through the air. And Goldberg says, did you collect the firewood? Says, yeah, it's right here. Good work out there. Stanson, I think is who this is. He says, all right, it's ready. So good. The first serving wasn't meant for you. And so, yeah, Luffy just drops a big old chunk of hot meat on Loki's face. So, definitely sauce sentence. He says, eat up, Loki. Loki says, it's too hot. Yeah. Gerd says, take it easy, Luffy. You'll reopen his wounds. Yeah, Loki's like, Moran, are you trying to kill me? He's like, wow, you're better already. Chow down. You won't heal if you don't eat. So yeah, you look at yeah. He's just like chew at it and then gulps. So it's hard to swallow. How am I meant to eat lying down? He's like, you sure are pushy. So yeah, they set him up. And he says, oh no, he's choking. Pass me the soup. And Levi's like, give me a sec, and comes running with it, saying, hot, 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 hot. It's like, it's clearly boiling. Stay away from me. And yeah, Luffy ends up spilling the soup on Loki. And says, now he's got even more burns. Get him the hell away from me. And so leave again. He's like, my bad, I didn't mean to. And Garrett's like, thumbs up. He's like, you too, Girl-chan. So, yeah. Sanji says, what did he do to piss off the giants this much? And yeah. Zoro says, I bet his promise to Luffy was just a trick. And then, yeah. He sets up, said, red hair's whereabouts, huh? Afraid I wasn't lying about that. So that's, you can spit it out then. And yeah, he says, the deal was that you'd free me from the chains first. Yeah, he's like, you really want to see red hair that bad, huh? Well, I guess I can understand. That's what happens when you look up to a pirate in your youth. And yeah, got hard and making a sour looking face. And so yeah, he says, you know the feeling. Luffy says, you know the feeling to Loki, and he says, yeah, I do. You regret that you were just a kid. And so yeah, got Kid Loki saying to someone, take me with you. Didn't come all this way to, well, they say, I didn't come all this way to taking a brat like you. Don't make me repeat myself. So then I challenge you, and this is what? So yeah, Loki got his butt kicked. And yeah, it says, someone says, you seriously pulled a blade on a kid? And yeah, it's rocks. He says, shut it, Newgate. And then Loki says, I was born in the wrong era. Meanwhile, over with the giant warrior pirates getting attacked by all these different things, two draugrs, and so yeah, so round them up. So yeah, they're like round them up, and someone says, "Wow, is that Loki?" And he says, "Leave him to me." Or Yasan jumps off, says, "Leave it to me," and yeah, just destroys it. Says, "Good. These things are just how the kids imagine them, so they'd be tougher to beat if they were familiar with the real versions, huh? That's the last thing we need." And he says, just I thought there's more now. 3 of them. Voices that strange can't be suppressed. I can hear them. If Elbaf is no longer safe, the world really is ending. Over to the firefighting unit. Says, use water from the sea clouds. Says, is that going to work? The flames are massive. And yeah, Saul says, thank goodness you firefighters are here, but you need to hurry. The kids are heading straight for the flames. It says, we're using the highest water pressure valve we can handle. Yeah, so it just yells, you gotta put it out. Y'all can do it. And he says, put it out. I'm begging you. And then you got Summer saying, look, Gunko, the kids are about to burn alive. Will that be enough to wake them? And he says, yes, they'll wake up from the heat, screaming for their parents in terror, then the flames will burn them down to the bone. Yeah, he says, Summer says, man, ain't that just touching? We got Jinbei, I guess, or Sea Cloud. And yeah, someone says, there's something wrong, firefighters. It's not out yet. And says, we're doing all we can. It ain't working. So yeah, Saul goes running towards the kids, and then Summers is laughing. Someone steps on the fire. You hear current shoulder throw. But yeah. It was Jinbei, so that should do it. Did I make it in time? He says, over here, hop on. Right. That's our Jinbei. You gave me the chills. So yeah, Jinbei used a shoulder throw to put out the fire. And so, yeah, we got everyone's reactions to it. We got Saul being surprised, Copper and Robin being happy. It says the Blaze and Branch 2, or Branch 2. Blaze and Branch 8's forest number 2 has been extinguished. The children are all right. Kids just missed the flame, but they're still marching. So yeah, Dory says a close call. Broggy says, always had faith, and Oimo Kashi. Yeah, Oimo says, "Good job, firefighters. Here to the Guardians of Elbath." And they're like, "No, it wasn't us. Glad the kids are okay, though. Or the tykes are okay, though." Yeah. And yeah, Chopper says, "Robin, just now wasn't that?" And she says, "Jinbei, he must be nearby." And Colin says, "That was cool, Jinbei. So freaking cool. Good one, Jinbei." And he says, "It was nothing. It was nothing." Says, "The guys at school may hate me, but I still consider them my friends." And Nami says, "It'll be okay, Colin. We'll save them all, yeah." And then yeah, Gunko shows up thing. So not all the children were in school. Whew. And then yeah, he's like, "Huh, who's that?" And then she says, "This one sure seems lively. Finally a direct confrontation." So yeah. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you do, then leave a like on it, comment on the video, sub the channel, hit that notification bell. I'll see y'all next time.